Hey, Miss Debbie. Here is my Padlet portfolio. I'm going to scroll through it real quick. Let's see the whole thing. And then I will start going through. So for the first one, I have my title. My name is Kendra Ventura, and I am in your Section 2 class. And this is a nice picture of me and my mom from the Katie Mother-Daughter Brunch, actually, 2 weeks ago. Next, number 2 is the biography. I have my biography attached, and I think that the purpose of this biography was so that you could assess our technology skills and get to know more about us, because we didn't really know everyone at the beginning. So third, I have my name tent that we made in class. And I think the purpose of this name tent was that so you could learn our names and that we could also learn the names of all of our classmates. And I always love to use word art. I used to love to use it in grammar school and high school, so that was fun to use it again. Next, we have our goals and objectives project. I think this was very important because you want to set goals and objectives to keep yourself in line and aim for things that you don't really know are possible. And the difference is that an objective is more of a broad understanding of the topic, while a goal entails more specific criteria. So you'll have one objective and probably 5 or 6 goals that go along with that objective to help you reach the objective. And the link I have for our goals and objectives activity. Next, I have the Assure keynote attached. There's the link for that, and I think the Assure model is very important. I never really heard of it before, and I feel like it's something that I maybe should have heard about being in speech therapy, so that was a really good eye-opening tool for us. So next, I just talked a little bit about graphic organizers. I enjoyed using the online ones because they're all pretty easy to use and they're free. They allowed us to explore other options when it comes to graphic organizers, because nowadays you don't really like to download all this random software to your computer. So I really enjoy the free Web 2.0 tools. Next, we have the Google Slideshow. And to make this, we use Poplet to organize our presentation. And I think that this is the main reason I would use Poplet again, is to do something sort of like this. And I really enjoyed using the Google Slideshow so that I could save it to my Google Drive, and you don't need software again. Instead of downloading Microsoft Word, you can always just use Google Drive or Google Pages and stuff like that. So I really like that. And I have my About Me presentation attached at the bottom. And next is the Google site. And I enjoyed making this because it was really easy to use and it saves directly to your Google Drive. And it's also a good alternative to Weebly or something, because most of us already have a Google account. So you don't have to make another account on Weebly or any other website. You can just sign in through Google. And it was nice to have that full website of all my resume, job plans, hobbies, contact information, etc., so that I can show it to people in the future if I need to. And I have the link to that down here. Next, let me find number 10. Okay, number 10 was Symbaloo and Digo. And I really like these bookmarking sites. I think they could be useful when you're gathering information for a presentation, kind of like Poplet, or when you're gathering information for a hobby or interest. So if I was making something on Pinterest for a birthday party, I could add all of my different links to one of these and have it all in one place, which is nice, because if not, then I'm a mess and it's everywhere. So I really enjoyed that. It's fun. Number 11. I'm not sure. I think I skipped over Poplet. But I really enjoyed Poplet too. That was a great tool for making that visual graphic organizer and getting your thoughts together. And it just looks kind of fun. It looks very aesthetically pleasing because they kind of put it all in order for you. And I think it would be useful even for me in speech therapy to put even like the goal of a child or a different type of theme that we use and put a bunch of different activities and books we can read with that activity. So I really liked Poplet. And I kind of lost where it was. So I'll just go on Keynote. I really enjoyed using Keynote because it was really easy. And it has much more fun themes than PowerPoint, which is what I really liked. The only issue I had with it is that you have to pay for it on your Mac computer, and I don't have an iPad, so that's where I run into a little bit of trouble. I could use it on my phone, but I don't really like doing projects and things on there. But I really did like it, and I enjoyed learning about those Google tools. I did mine on the Google distance measuring tool, which I think can be helpful for classrooms, even daily life. You want to know how far you walked, many different things. So next is the concept map that we did for our brochure. And I think this was a great way to collect my thoughts basically for the brochure. I'm often all over the place with my thoughts, so it was a really good way to do that and help it all be in one place. And it made the brochure really easy to make. It took probably about 10 minutes to make once I had all my pictures and thoughts in one place. So now onto the brochure itself. I was actually out that day that y'all made them in Publisher. So I used, it's an online, basically Web 2.0 tool called Canva. And it's free, which I love. Or you can pay for it. There's different pictures and things that you can pay for, or you can just have the Canva watermark over it, whichever. And it's really similar to Publisher, except you don't need the software, which I said before is why I love it. So you can make graphics, brochures, you can do a resume on there, really anything, which is why I really love it. So next, I really enjoyed learning about all of the Google applications that we could use. My favorite, taking 4 semesters of Spanish, was Google Translate. And I also like the measuring tool that I did my presentation on. Again, both of these are really useful, especially if you're traveling anywhere, if you're trying to check distance on anything, could be useful for travel as well. So I really liked those. Let's see, 15. I think my favorite iPad app was the Google Timer. Just because it's an easy way to pull up a timer for either I could use it in my speech therapy room. I could use it for myself to keep track of time because I'm always late to things. I never know what time it is. So I really liked that, and I just love iPads in general. Next, where's 15? Let's see. Where's that 15? Oh, I'm looking for 16. Okay, so Blogger was number 16, and I would definitely use it in the future. It was a very easy way to get a blog started. I myself don't know if I would blog in general, but I mean, who knows? I might keep my dog blog up. I love dogs, so it's kind of fun. But I would definitely, even if I didn't use it, recommend it to people in the future because it's free, and I always thought you had to pay a lot for those. So it's free, and it's a good way to start blogging if you're into that. So my favorite thing, I think, was the movie presentation that we did. My group was very easy to work with. I was with Allie and Amanda, and we did ours on Mike the Tiger, who's also my favorite in LSU, I think. And I liked using iMovie. I had a lot of experience with it in high school. So it was good to kind of use it again, see how it changed, and see what all you can do with it. And I have the link right here to that on YouTube. And, oh, let's see. Okay, next, I really liked the class Facebook page we made. I think it was really nice to share information that way, because otherwise, a lot of us, we come from different places, different backgrounds. We don't really know each other or hang out outside of class. So we could all put our information into one place and be able to communicate that way. So I really liked that. And then next is Bokaroo and the QR codes. Um, I didn't really get much experience with them, but I think that Bokaroo could be useful in the future to send information that's either too long or you don't want to type, which I'm lazy, so definitely would use it for that. And I think the QR codes are useful for many reasons. I never really realized how easy they were to make. So you showed me that, Miss Debbie. Thanks. So I could definitely use them for parents of like my clients, with my friends, family, and I would definitely look into these in the future. So next is the final presentation. I really enjoyed teaching the class how to rollerblade. I actually haven't done it since I was little, so that was fun. And here's a link to my presentation. Next is Padlet. I really like it. It keeps everything together. The only thing I don't like is how it kind of puts it out of order. If these weren't numbered, then it would be different. But since I'm trying to go in order to try not to forget everything, it's kind of messing me up. But other than that, I really love Padlet. And next is what I'm on right now, the Screencast-O-Matic. I really like this application. There's so many options you can use to make your screen recording. I can do my face in the corner like I have now. I could do just my voice. I could do just the screen. There's many things to do, and it's really easy to save and put on YouTube, like that. Then finally, I have loved being in your class, Miss Debbie. You've taught me so many things and applications I can use when I work with children in the future. And I will be graduating next Saturday. And I'll be attending graduate school in New Orleans for speech pathology. And thank you again for teaching us, Miss Debbie. And I put my email at the bottom. We'll miss you. I'll see you back in Baton Rouge sometime, hopefully. Thanks, Miss Debbie.